This week on POL, we'll visit Patriots Cove in Wyoming County to join in on an archery hunt just for the veterans. We'll meet Rob and share in his success. Plus, we'll make venison sausage meatballs in sauce, and it's only on WNEP. Hello everyone and welcome to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. I'm Don Jacobs along the Lackawanna River Heritage Trail right here in Scranton. You can see the city of Scranton or the town of Scranton behind me right now. But 1 week left to the archery season, and this week we did celebrate Veterans Day. So we thought it very appropriate to go to one of our favorite places that help out veterans, Patriots Cove in Knoxon. Jeff Swire invited us along. I've got to tell you something, it was a very heartfelt hunt that we took part in. When somebody says to you, what is Patriots Cove? What is Patriots Cove?
Probably an one-word answer is hope. We have great people here, volunteers, most of them veterans, first responders, but many civilians as well, all patriots that want to give back to the men and women who have come back from service and war different, both with physical, emotional, and other challenges. And we want to give them hope. We want to show them that they still have value and purpose in this world, and our activities together help build that back in them.
So when we first met, it was all about fishing on a small stream. You said, I just want to share this beautiful thing. You've come a long way.
We have. Yeah, as we've seen the need, not everyone is a fisherman or enjoy the fishing experience, although we teach fly fishing and go out on the Susquehanna, and we all know how plentiful that can be out on the Susquehanna and here at the Cove to catch trout or smallmouth bass. But there's a group of men and women across this country that enjoy the woods, the timber, and being out with deer and turkey and black bear. And that experience of harvesting, right? For us, it's not about killing. It's about harvesting and sharing those resources with each other, and that experience, that time together in nature.
Tell me what's happening this week.
So this week, obviously, this is what we like to call the peak week. Peak rut usually this time of year, up until the 9th of November is usually the peak here in Northeast PA. So we have our folks out there hunting. We've already harvested a beautiful 9-point buck.
And who did that?
His name is Gary. It was wonderful, a beautiful archery hunt. We've had folks even this week and last week with very close encounters. Unfortunately, just because you get them on the deer doesn't mean the harvest is going to take place. Sometimes it's just the experience that they're looking for.
So they go out in a blind, or just go out in a stand, and they're mentored through a hunt. Yep. Sometimes probably the first time they've hunted in years, if not in forever, right?
Yeah. Yes, and the benefit is, like I said, we start mentoring these folks long before they even come to us. We build relationships and bonds and get to know each other long before they come here to the Cove. We spend 6-7 days together hunting and breaking bread together and sharing stories, our experiences, not only in the woods, but in our lives that are either difficult or full of joy. And we share those with each other. We mentor each other. But it's personal for us. Patriots Cove does this very personal. It's one-to-one. One mentor, one guest, so that we know that we're taking care of each other very well. But again, the harvest or the catch is always secondary to the quality of camaraderie that we share together. Even last week, we had people from Washington State and Florida and Georgia and all across the country coming to your point, Little Knoxon, Pennsylvania. But we also have now over 500 acres that we're hunting in Kentucky. We're hunting a farm in Selingsgrove, and with more opportunities coming. But we also do it very methodically. When we join or connect with other organizations or other people, landowners, for different types of hunts or excursions, we want to make sure that those facilities provide the very best resources for all of our guests. Remember, we're dealing with folks with physical and emotional injuries or illnesses, and some even end of life. We need to be prepared for every contingent when we're dealing with these men and women to ensure that they're safe, but they also have the best experience that we can provide.
Who are we going to meet here, and the blind that he's sitting in?
So his name is Rob. Rob is a local veteran. He is suffering from a terminal illness. Wonderful man. He wanted to get this experience to share in one last hunt, and we made it possible. We made that possible through the support of an Eagle Scout project. A young man, a local young man, Sean, asked me for a project, and I told him we wanted to set up an elevated hunting blind just like any able-bodied person would love to hunt from, and build a handicap ramp all the way up to it so that regardless of injuries or illness or disabilities, we can get them the same experience as an able-bodied person. And that's where Rob is right now, and he's already harvested a beautiful turkey this morning.
Wow.
Look at the view. I mean, just solid, wide.
Piece of change in lumber, too.
Yes.
Wow.
And the good thing is, you know, they fundraised for it. They had a lot of support for the Eagle Scout. So they fundraised to pay for all of this, including the blind. And we were able to, you know, our first hunt with it.
Unbelievable.
And here you go. Rob, do you know Don Jacobs?
Of course, I watch Pennsylvania out there.
Oh, thank you.
That's it.
All the time I get jealous when he's smallmouth there.
Hey, where did the turkeys come from?
From behind me.
From behind you there?
Yeah, hold on.
You want to slide that up, brother? There you go.
Look at this blind.
They come right up that trail, huh?
Up that trail, and they started cutting in this way, and then they eventually turned around and started coming back this way. The big one I wanted to get, he was moving pretty quick.
Yeah.
And the one I got, the hen at the end, she stood there.
She was asking for you.
You did fabulous on the blinds yesterday on targets. Let's see what you can do today.
And that was a raven, right?
Yeah,
Raven
that was
crossbow?
a raven crossbow. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don, thank
What
you.
do you think about the view from here, brother? It's nice, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place, isn't it?
You know, I called you a visionary before, but
Mhm.
to think about putting a blind in with a handicap access ramp like that,
Yep.
this is just the cat's meow.
It's meow or the blind. Well, we got other blinds we can go to.
Right.
That you can walk right in if you're handicapped
Yeah.
and capable of walking.
Yeah.
Like I walk these steps. Slowly, but I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the turkey. I was excited when I heard that somebody shot a bird this morning.
Yeah.
Took a friend of a friend to make a phone call. Next thing I know, from me laying on the couch, well, I'm dying from cancer. And slowly.
But you're
So,
smiling today.
Oh, smile.
You're smiling
And
today.
you're with your brothers, man.
Oh.
You're with your brothers.
It's the perfect. I mean, you could my wheelchair up with two guys pushing, no problem. But
Yep.
this is exercise. I'm walking.
Can move a little, right?
Yeah.
There you go, young man.
Ah,
That's your first turkey, you said?
first one.
There you go. Look at that.
Congratulations.
Good job, buddy. It was a perfect hit, too. Perfect hit. That's awesome, man. Now, where you want to go? You want to go in your room to derobe, or you want to go inside here? All right. All right. We'll go right inside the chow hall. We'll call it the chow hall.
We made our way back to Patriots Cove to have a bite and decide the next hunt. There's no doubt in my mind that Jeff and all of the volunteers at Patriots Cove put a smile on Rob's face. And the very next day, Rob managed to harvest an antlerless whitetail deer. Congratulations, Rob. You know, Rob was a veteran on the USS Eisenhower back in the 80s, and we wish you the very best coming up here, buddy. You got this. We're sending our positive thoughts and prayers. We're going to take a short break. We're going to be right back.